What up, Junkies? Welcome back to another episode of Culture Junkies Live. I'm your host, Kenshiro, and welcome to a fantastic show where we're going to be talking about The Punisher Season 2 and our reactions to that. We're going to recap, I saw Dragon Ball this past weekend, as did apparently many other people, so we're going to talk about that as well. On top of some other really fun stuff, fun topics that we want to get into. So if you're just joining the show right now, tag your friends and get them in here, and let's get this chat box live. Let me introduce who's going to be on the show with me today. Mr. Fallen Marvel checking in from the state of Indiana. How you doing, brother?
What is up? Hello, everybody. Just same old stuff, just $1 million away from being a millionaire.
I like that. That's really good. I like that a lot. Also joining the show is the great Dada Kuji. How you doing, bro?
I am doing great, and I hope everybody out there is as well.
Oh, great. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Consuming all of the genre content, including a great 3 episodes of Young Justice, which also came out on top of The Punisher coming out this past weekend. Dragon Ball, of course, is tearing it up in the box office right now. So I mean, we got a lot of stuff to really talk about. I mean, the John Wick trailer came out after the show went off last week. That was also another thing we got to kind of get into, on top of The Punisher. So, man, we got a lot of stuff to get to. But, first, let's hit some quick hitting topics that we want to get to. So the first thing I want to talk about is James McAvoy last week, and Super Nerd brought this up before as a topic for the show. We just didn't really get a chance to get to it, and I wish he was here to talk about it. But James McAvoy last week said had a really asinine take on the impending Fox Disney merger, and he says he doesn't think that the MCU is a really good place for the X-Men. It just won't fit. So first I want to kind of get you guys' comments on what he has to say about the MCU, whether he's talking out of his ass or if he's got a point. What makes you think, Fallen Marvel, that he even came up with such a hot take like this?
First off, Jimbo, first of all, calm yourself with these comments, because first of all, play the cards right, you may stick around.
Okay? Right.
So that's number one. Number two, it's like, granted, with X-Men having the kind of roster they have, I mean, they can essentially. I mean, they've shown that they could run a franchise on. However, we've seen that done before and been essentially polarizing for the last almost 20 years since they've started it. So how much worse could it necessarily be voted into? I mean, it is an asinine comment, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if it's just a situation with him trying to protect his job or have you, but I don't know. Like I said, like from the outside looking in, it just looks like the man's trying to protect his job. But on the same token, it's like, hey, it's a Marvel property. It belongs in the rest of the Marvel universe. I don't see necessarily what the issue. That's all I really got to say about that. Is just like, hey,
I feel you. I feel you. And you know what? Honestly, some of that, similar to the way Leslie Jones came out against the Ghostbusters reboot that they're going to do, and kind of like had a similarly asinine hot take. You can look at that as she's probably protecting her own self-interest by saying something like that. Similar to the way James McAvoy is probably saying, hey, me being Professor X, that could be like a long time gig, because really he could play Professor Xavier for decades if he wanted to, because he's a young man. He's a young man. He has the look. and it's not a physically taxing role for him, so he could play like that's like his social security check, basically. You know,
should have kept his mouth shut then.
I agree. So what's your take on this? What's your real quick, and then we can move on to the next one. What's your take?
I always find it quite strange how, you know, sometimes people come out and say things like you said, they're probably trying to protect their jobs, but when I say Marvel, I mean Marvel Studios, not Marvel things like how Deadpool said in that Once Upon a Time in Deadpool that he is Marvel, but Fred Savage said he's part of Fox. Marvel, to me, has not done a bad movie. They've done, you know, okay to great, but not bad. So I think being the fact that Kevin Feige keeps his hand on all those projects to make sure that they're pulling from the source and it has a source feel, unlike how, you know, Fox did with the X-Men properties up until somewhat recently, even kind of, but not really. You know, they tried to put the yellow in the suits and whatnot. Anyway, but I think Marvel's going to do a good job. They're going to fuck up one day. It's going to happen because it's just inevitable. I just hope it's on a movie that, or on a character that we don't really care about.
I mean, is there really any characters that we don't really care about? I mean,
I don't know. They might pull some out the like. I can't
Girl
name
or something like that.
I was gonna say Squirrel Girl, but you know they might be able to do some.
They probably would.
Take it seriously.
Hey, look, you know,
Well,
honestly, she's gonna be in New Warriors,
anyway, so.
You're right, and she's gonna be played by the New Warriors. You know that the team that was led by Night Thrasher. You probably don't remember them. You know, they were really hot in the '90s. They were like a counterpart to the Teen Titans. They were like Marvel's versions of the Teen Titans, even though the New Mutants kind of were like them. You know, they were notable because they were led by a black character, Night Thrasher, who was black. You know, that's one thing. But it was, for most comic book people, me especially, it was the first legit appearance or you know prolonged appearance of Firestar from, you know, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Because, you know, even though she was kind of created on that show, she never really had a legacy in Marvel Comics, but they put her with Night Thrasher and the New Warriors, and that was kind of another thing that kind of was like a feather in their cap. So there's that. But Squirrel Girl is going to be played by Milena Vaintrub, who most people know her as Lily, the AT&T girl on all those AT&T commercials.
Oh, really?
Ooh, she is so fine. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's move on to the next quick hitter topic. Dragon Ball Super Broly. I saw it this past weekend. Most of us have already seen it. Dido has not seen it, but it's been very impressive. It's had an impressive showing at the box office. To date, it's made $23.6 million to date. I'm on Box Office Mojo looking at the tallies right now. $23.6 million, which is made even more impressive when you think about this, right? Dragon Ball has had a wide release when it comes to anime films, but most wide releases are released to 4,000 screens across the country. Dragon Ball did 23.6, only releasing to 1,000 theaters across the country. It is impressive what it has done over this course. So we talked about this briefly last week, but obviously Dragon Ball has probably proven something to, you know, some of the distributors, and it was distributed by 20th Century Fox, which kind of technically makes Dragon Ball a Disney movie, technically. But
Yep.
But what do we think is going to be the next anime movie to kind of get a big push? My money's on My Hero Academia. Anybody? What do you guys say?
Yeah. Even though My Hero Academia is extremely popular, it just doesn't have the years behind it like Dragon Ball.
Agreed.
Like, Dragon Ball is going on, starting with the original series, is over 30 years. Actually, coming probably close to 30 years. It was like, no, it's over 30 years. I think it was 1984, 85.
When Dragon Ball came out, yes.
When Dragon Ball came out.
Yeah, when Dragon Ball came out, yeah, it was 1984, 1985.
Yeah, so like it has its history, but like all the people, I won't say all of them, But I would say a majority of people that want to go see Dragon Ball do and know of My Hero Academia, and I'm pretty sure they're probably going to go see it. Will it be as big? Of course, I'm going to say it's hard to say, mainly because I like My Hero Academia, and I want to go see it. In fact, didn't they come out with a movie last year?
They did.
It was a short release, though.
Yeah, it was a short release. It was released subbed only, and that's why I say and Dragon Ball was dubbed. Honestly, it's a funny thing. My son, who's 14, we go see it in the movie theater. I take him to go see it, and the English voice actors come on. He was like, oh man. He was like, oh man. He was like, I thought this was gonna be subbed. I was like, dude, do you think they was gonna do a wide release and have this thing be subbed? No way. There's no way it was gonna happen. There's no way it was gonna happen. But anyway, but he was still really excited. But no, My Hero Academia, I think it has a really good chance. I think it's catching on. Attack on Titan, I don't think so. I mean,
it doesn't pull people in.
It doesn't pull people like that. It doesn't have that wide appeal. Evangelion doesn't either. Maybe if it was back in the height of its popularity back in the 90s, maybe. But Evangelion is so weird. I don't see a lot of people or a lot of kids even wanting to go and see it. My Hero Academia, I think they would. What do you think about maybe One Piece or Fairy Tail? Possibly a movie for them.
Possibly. Fairy Tail, probably not. Like I don't like. I think a lot.
Is Fairy Tail even on? Is Fairy Tail even on? Like Toonami or anything? No.
No, it's not done. It's on.
Is it on Toonami?
Coming out.
Yeah,
it's on TV.
Yeah, is it on like Toonami? Yeah, is it on TV or anything like that over here?
I don't know. I watch it on Crunchyroll. So
not that I've seen. Like I haven't really seen a whole lot of people talking about it. And from what I understand, like I think like a lot of people kind of got off the Fairy.
I still like it, dude. I watched the newest episode yesterday. I think it's
like the show itself is decent, but it just I think that's like one of those shows that just falls into just having a lot of the same old tropes that we're already used to.
Yeah, those shonen anime tropes.
Yeah, but it's like really, really bad with this one. I think as far as like a trope. Constantly like the main characters like are always getting like cop out wins. All this, that, and the other. And it's just like it's real power of friendship heavy with. So it's like it's very heavy when it comes with that. So I just think it's kind of gotten to the point where I think that it's just so overdone with in this particular scene that people kind of are off of it. I don't really see a whole lot of people talking, like saying that like really about Fairy now. As opposed
I never heard anybody really talk about Fairy Tail. Period. Like. Usually, seriously, well, I haven't had a really good discussion about watching new anime with a lot of people because, most of my friends who we're in the anime club with, they still watch anime, but I don't think a lot of them watch it like they used to. I mean, we have one friend that do, but I haven't talked to him in quite some time.
Well, yeah.
And I know he's up on it because I find a lot of it. He'd be posting it on his Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I got to check this out."
I think a lot of it is because anime has become so, no, not mainstream. It's become so cliche. Like a lot of it is very formulaic. I guess. I guess maybe that's the best word for it. Has become extremely formulaic. Now, of course, there's the standouts like My Hero Academia. Dude, if you haven't watched Rise of the Shield Hero, you need to go ahead and do that.
It's in my list.
It is really good. Like I watched the first 2 episodes. It's really, really good. You need to watch that.
It's in my list to watch because
Rise of the Shield Hero is dope. Yes, it is really good.
I'm trying to stay up on all my anime, and I try to watch an episode on my lunch every day. Like it keeps cycling, like the 5 days. I watched Slime, Reincarnated Slime. Then
I still need to go. I still need to watch that.
Boruto.
I still need to watch that, by the way. Boruto. What about a Naruto? What about a Naruto movie or a Boruto movie? Do you think?
I think that would. I think that
would. I think there's still enough Naruto fans out there where it probably well enough.
Yeah, think so.
Don't really, since they don't have any like newer like. I mean, if they do have one, it'd probably be based in Boruto. But
I agree.
At this point, it's like honestly, they would have to really go for something that was like generally fan favorite. Because now, like Naruto, like the whole Naruto like series,
scene,
I think, is a bit more polarized now. As like close then. But I really, honestly, if to me a smart thing would be to probably like go with Yu Yu Hakusho. Honestly,
that could work.
Like
that honestly could work.
Pull in tickets in.
Yeah, that could work.
I really think Yu Yu Hakusho, though being very popular, it still I don't think got to the popularity of even Bleach, dude. So like that.
No, I think you are really underestimating that. I mean,
no, I like Yu Yu Hakusho. Don't get me wrong. No, just like when you talk about shonen anime with a lot of people, it rare if ever comes up in conversation. People talk about Naruto, they talk about Bleach, of course they talk about Dragon Ball, but Yu Yu Hakusho.
And Fallen Marvel can probably back me up on this, but if you would look at other groups, and like especially among the younger anime fans, if there's one series besides Dragon Ball that gets talked about, it's Yu Yu Hakusho. Like a lot of people say, a lot of those boys grew up on Yu Yu Hakusho dubbed, on Toonami, and like because when they needed their fix of like the young boys fighting action, like if it wasn't Goku, they were up on Yusuke and the rest of those dudes. So literally, I think Yu Yu Hakusho will probably be the only other one. It just it's so old and there's not enough material for it. Like the creator stopped it a super long time ago, and they haven't gone back to it. That I don't think I think the chances of Yu Yu Hakusho really being it is kind of slim to none. But let's move on. We talked about that enough. Maybe we'll get another big time anime movie sometime pretty soon. But next thing I wanted to talk about, guys, is Kevin Smith kind of brought up something. He thought that a Batman Beyond film could make $1 billion. If Michael Keaton was cast as Bruce Wayne. Is he onto something, or is he kind of talking out of his ass like a fanboy here?
No, I think he might be onto something there, because I honestly really feel that Batman Beyond is even as great as the animated series was for Batman Beyond. I really feel that after that, I think that the higher ups on it, because to me, like especially rewatching it now, like if I rewatch, because I rewatched it like a few years back, so but the show itself was really good. Like it was definitely probably just like definitely the writing was up there with the original animated. So I really think that if somewhere down the line, or because the thing is WB needs to pace themselves now. That's something they really need to learn how to do. But that aside, if they really kind of jump on the futuristic, the technological advanced Batman suit, a callback, of course, we're having Michael Keaton. I mean, that would work in their favor a lot. Like they would really, really have to try to screw that movie. Like I honestly really believe like that would really work, especially as fantastical a lot of these movies out, like technology and stuff. I mean, everybody like loses their shit every time they see like an Iron Man suit. So bring that somewhat same thing into the Batman Beyond outfit and do that live action with all the little crazy stuff that goes on with that. Like to me, honestly, I really feel like that could bring in some. So
I'm not feeling it. That's just me. I don't really think so. Dado, what do you think?
Well, in my honest opinion, I'd like to see a Batman Beyond movie because they've done so much things in Batman, and if they're not gonna do a DCEU because they basically failed, and every movie can be its own movie, which I'm fine with it. They do it like the cartoon. Every movie is its own movie, its own thing, its own contained story. Why not do a Batman Beyond movie? I think Michael Keaton would be great to bring him back as, it'd be basically making Tim Burton's a sequel to Tim Burton's Batman, I guess. Because I don't know if Batman and Robin and the other ones are still in that same realm, even though they changed Batman. I don't know. But regardless of that.
They aren't So it's like I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they are, but they're not really. But why not? I mean, you don't have to have Tim Burton at the helm. Maybe you could, maybe you don't. Who knows? Don't care. But I think the idea sounds awesome. You know, Kevin Smith sometimes comes off as a fanboy because he is. He's just one that makes movies. So
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So like I don't think it would make $1 billion. I mean, well, it's kind of hard to say. Aquaman made $1 billion. So if they make a movie that's fun to watch, so I think
that's true. That's true. I find it very, very unlikely. That they would even attempt the movie, for one. For two, I don't know. You know, I'm the biggest proponent of saying there needs to be less Batman and more everybody else, but that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, really.
This is my thing. I would be okay with it. Like, I just think that for maybe the duration, they just need to move away from like Bruce as being the main focus. So to speak. Like it's cool to have Bruce to be like, you know, like, okay, it's a passing down of a mantle, number one, and this is like essentially a mantle that Bruce apparently never wanted to give up. So it's kind of like, you know, it can kind of be that dynamic of him gritting his teeth that he has to give it up.
Like, okay, you can be it.
Right. So I think like
if I have to
with it, that would be interesting. But like just to kind of make somebody else the hero instead of Bruce, like I think if they just went in that direction, like that would work. That would work to me. It worked for me because I've been sick of Bruce for a while. So
you can't be sick of Bruce Wayne.
Holy
yeah, I'm jumping in for a second. This Wi-Fi in the hotel is going to destroy my appearance probably.
Now, what'd you say?
No, all I gotta say is you need either Michael Keaton or Kevin Conroy as old Bruce Wayne, and I'll be satisfied. You can do whatever else you want with that movie.
I mean, that would work. That would work. I don't know about Kevin Conroy for his voice, definitely, but I don't know about him as
Kevin Conroy needs to be the longest reigning animated Batman, and he needs one live action appearance. I think
to legitimize him and put him in the Hall of Fame.
Go down in history as the greatest Batman live action and animated. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that would work.
You definitely played that role longer than anybody else has. So.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Big ups to y'all. Great show. I'm enjoying it so far. But like I said, this Wi-Fi at the hotel is probably not gonna hold up. So.
Appreciate it, GQ. Have safe travels to you on the road.
Appreciate it.
Come back safely. All right, brother. See you later.
All right, later, man.
All right, man. So there's GQ checking in from Grand Rapids, but let's move on to the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is oops. Oh, hold on a second. Nope, that wasn't it. So I'm gonna move on to the next main topic. Excuse me. So the main topic we're gonna talk about today is The Punisher. Season 2 just came out this past weekend. I honestly haven't watched a single episode. Shame on me. Yes, I know, but it was actually a surprisingly busy weekend for me and the kids. Long weekend too. Went to the auto show and a bunch of other stuff, but I kind of want to get kind of you guys' thoughts on Punisher season 2 and what you thought, if you watched it all, and what's your take on it between season 1 and season 2.
I just finished the season. So I think in comparison to the both seasons, see, the first season was interesting because they were going the route as, showing the side of like military veterans and prominent and things of that nature. So like with that kind of being the theme of the first season, it was very emotionally driven. So, but with the second season, like, it's not to say that emotion wasn't there, but it's obvious that since this one was going in a different direction because it was going more so into like political influence and stuff like that. So it wasn't as emotionally involved, but it was still there and just kind of just showing characters building off of that. So I will say that the second season is solid. It is a bit flawed to kind of getting to the point with certain things, because I think like one aspect of it kind of dragged on too long story-wise, to whereas kind of was like, okay, why is this person involved in and the other, whatever. So, but I think how they managed to try to have it play out overall, like it still was a solid season. I want to say it was probably just maybe, like in my opinion, I think it was just as good as the first season. I wouldn't necessarily say better, if not like a whole lot better, but action scenes were really good. The gunfights was good. Like John Barenthal does his thing as Frank Castle once again. Overall, it's good watch. It's definitely good watching. And my biggest takeaway is do not inflict pain on Frank Castle. You just make him worse. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Dada, what's your take on the season?
Well, I'm enjoying it so far. I haven't finished watching it because I didn't watch an episode yesterday or today. I may watch one as soon as this show is over if I get a chance to. But I'm enjoying it as much as I like the first season. Yeah, they don't really go into the whole military PTSD, but they kind of still do if you think about it with Jigsaw. Though his thing has to do with like his memory, but he's still having nightmares of things happening to him, and he doesn't really remember what's going on. I'm enjoying it 100%. I just wonder, seriously, my big question is Netflix about to cancel it?
Oh, you know,
like,
you
already
actually
talking about season 3,
right? A lot of people are, you know, they're talking about season 3 right now, and that led me to the second part of my question: is like, do you want more of The Punisher, and do you hope like Disney continues it if Netflix, as we are all anticipating, is going to cancel the series?
I'd like to see as much as possible. I mean, so far I like the Marvel shows and all that stuff they've done. Only problem I have with all of it is that I wish it was a little bit better interconnected. Like I saw a article not too long ago. It says stop pretending that the Netflix Marvel shows are connected to the
man.
The
I'm so tired of all
not.
that.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of that. That's crazy.
I mean, they throw out words here and there, but you know, I just wish it was a little bit. I mean, they don't have to focus on that because I understand not trying to 100% focus on it. They're doing their own thing, and you don't always get that in comic books, even though you know they're in the same universe. You don't necessarily, oh my gosh, see Spider-Man and a Daredevil comic book just because. I get it. They don't even talk about them. I get it. I understand. We've been kind of cool because that's how they kind of pushed it up that way. So with saying that is that if it does get canceled by Netflix, which it might, and you know Disney starts to do their thing in 2 years, bring the shows back, which they more than likely will do because 2 years, people just 2 years older, they're still going to look the same as long as they're still alive. And, you know, they might pick it up from there and maybe they will put some stuff in there. Maybe they won't. Who knows? But I enjoy it. I don't want them to stop. Keep bringing it on.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat. My thing is like, honestly, I just really kind of just at this point, like I just want Disney to at least find some kind of way to stop kind of doing the whole back and forth thing with Netflix, find a way to absorb. So that's just have it under one roof at this point. That's just kind of how I feel about it right now. So it's like on one hand, I still want to see more. But on the other hand, it's like, look, put it all under one roof, interconnect everything. I'm there.
Yeah, I hear you.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, the show has been excellent. All the Netflix shows have been excellent, really, when you think about it. With to varying degrees. I mean, Iron Fist, you know, notwithstanding, but you know, Daredevil's been good. You know, Daredevil's been good. Jessica Jones has been good. Luke Cage, I thought was really good. Maybe even season 2 was kind of let down for some people, but overall, it's been pretty good. You know, and the Punisher obviously didn't disappoint in season 1, and from the sounds of things, it didn't disappoint in season 2, despite what some critics are saying that the show was very uneven and didn't kind of underdelivered. But I think and some people are saying, oh, well, Disney wouldn't dare put such a mature show onto their streaming service. I mean, there's different avenues that Disney could take in order to put all represent all of their properties, and they're not stupid. Honestly, if they know something's working, like if the same argument could be made for Deadpool, right? Some people say, oh, well, Deadpool rated R is pretty awesome. Well, Deadpool PG-13 could be pretty awesome too. But
it is,
right? Because Once Upon Deadpool, was probably still pretty good, and it didn't. I mean, yeah, you're missing a few cuss words and maybe some extra over the top.
I watched it last weekend. It didn't really take anything away. So
okay, so so they can do it, and a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, if it's not rated R, I don't want it because rated R signifies that it's for for adults and it's for grown-ups and stuff like that." But I still think that they can just go ahead and just move it over. That's just me. I just think that it would be something easy for them to do. I mean, and they'll keep it all all the same. They'll keep it all alive. It's just I don't know, man. I just find it weird that they they want to act all butthurt about this stuff.
It's just how nerds are nowadays, because the internet gave everybody a voice and everybody has to complain about something. They can't just be happy with it, and that's why we have the problem we have with Star Wars.
Yeah,
all these same assholes. If that Solo movie came out in 1999 or 2000, everybody
ate it up,
raved and loved it. Like, oh my gosh, it's so great. Yeah,
right.
So that's why I'm tired of this bullshit.
Yeah, they would have ate it up.
It all depends on it's really the climate thing right now when it comes to a geek. It's like even everybody trying to it's like even with the supposed praises that like movies like Venom got when it Venom was just like okay, it was all I could say about Venom that overall it was an entertaining piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like with them, like everybody getting like geared up for the second one. It's like, oh, they're making a Carnage movie, but it's like it's gonna be
watered down, and everybody knows it. It's gonna be watered down. Absolutely, watered down Carnage
in a movie, but don't make a Carnage movie.
Yeah,
put Carnage in it, but don't make one about Carnage. That's ridiculous.
But you can't just make like Carnage like a second tier character.
No, you can't. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. No, you can't. No, because really, look, Marcus Smith is saying saying the damn normies love all this stuff, but look, let's be honest. Venom was okay. It wasn't the greatest thing ever, but again, fans want to get upset about the littlest things. Some fans will, accept, like, Fallen Marvel said, pieces of shit just because they're happy to get something. It's like they're happy to get whatever they get, and they'll accept mediocrity. Well, some fans won't accept mediocrity. Case in point, Batman vs Superman. Some people love that. A lot of people hate it, like me. It could have been so much better. I hate it because of
a million times.
Yeah,
better.
I mean, I hate it because of what it isn't, which is actually very quality. It could have been so much better. But I digress. Let's move on from that. But what, John Wick, John Wick came out. The trailer for John Wick season chapter 3 came out this past week too. And there was an interesting topic floating around the boards, seeing as how it was very pertinent for Punisher coming out this week. So I want to get your take. Frank Castle versus John Wick. Who you got? If you had to pick.
I'm not doing that. Nope.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. No, man. You got to play along. Got to play along. Frank Castle versus John Wick. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Let's think about this.
Yeah, let's think about it. Yes, come on. Come on with it.
Killed my dog. You killed my family.
My family.
Dog, his family. And that dog, and they stole his car. And
and they stole his car. Yeah.
He was already a bad, as they call a mama jamma back in the day. The Baba Yaga, as I think they called him.
Baba Yaga. Yeah. That's a dope name, by the way.
Dude, that's a toughie because, one thing I noticed about John Wick, he seems a little superhuman. If you think about it in the movies, I don't think he really gets touched. I don't think he got shot.
I think a lot of people think he's lucky.
Did he get shot? I don't remember. I don't know.
He got shot.
He got shot in the second movie.
Yeah,
he got shot.
And Frank Castle has got shot in the first episode or first episode of second season. I think he got shot in the butt. So Frank Castle does kind of. Oh, that's a toughie. That's a really good toughie.
We are essentially talking about the same type of guy in sense because both of these guys are very good at what they do, which is mass murdering, and both of them have like extremely high tolerance of pain,
right?
And both are very skilled for the most part in fighting. It's just like, dude, it's honestly is going to depend on who manages to get the kill shot first, really. So I can't, man. Like I can't decide between it. They're essentially the same dude.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
they both are literally like very efficient trained killers with code. So it's just like. I can't choose between these two guys, dude. Like they both too efficient at what they do.
You know, it is very, very tough. But it definitely would be the one fight that I would definitely love to see. Winner take all, because both of them have been very fortunate to avoid death. I mean, Wick is an efficient killer. Some people would just say Frank is just fucking crazy. You know, he's trained, but he's crazy. Like he's an absolutely insane dude. Like Wick
but that doesn't make him any less efficient, though.
No, that's true. That's very true. Go ahead.
Question is this: are you talking about Frank Castle in the TV series or Frank Castle in the comic books?
We're talking Frank Castle in the TV series.
In the TV series,
live action, the most current live action iterations of the characters. Who would you have?
It's just like watching the movies. It almost seems like it's a slight hand to John Wick, just because.
Slight.
Though Frank Castle, just slight, because they both got really great when it comes to their guns and whatnot. Almost damn near impossible to miss. They always hit the target. And I just think that John Wick has a little bit better hand-to-hand skills, because if I remember correctly, the second movie he fought Common in a subway, and it was like a really tight close quarters thing, and he was managing to, and they both supposedly like skilled assassins, and he still was able to get the better hand on Common, if I remember correctly. And though there are fight scenes in The Punisher, I don't recall any of them being that intense, I guess, with somebody at the same skill level or close to the same skill level, except for maybe Billy Russo.
I mean, Daredevil season 2.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that when he was in that jail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, I mean, this would be such a good, like imagine setting this topic in a forum, like on Facebook or somewhere else. Just here, I'm gonna leave this right here: John Wick versus Frank Castle. Who you got? And just watch the comments just explode, dude. Like, dudes will be you gonna have dudes that watch nothing but John Wick, never saw The Punisher, be like, oh man, it's John Wick all day, and dudes bending over backwards to come up with ridiculous feats that they have, like Wick with the pencil. Wick with the pencil, dude. Like Wick with the pencil, dude. Oh man, yes, it would be great. Like you got like the chats between Mike Oliver and Tony Young right now, is kind of like a good indication of what it would be like. I want to make a card, and I think I'm gonna make a card and actually put it up there. Hey, Sharita Jackson, how you doing? Welcome to the show. I want to make a card like our old trading cards. I want to actually have that be shared around somewhere and see what some of the comments say. How the links people will go to justify their position. I mean, so watching some of these versus posts have been some of the most entertaining reading that you will ever read. Like, dudes will go to extreme lengths, publish thesis papers to back up their positions. I'm not kidding. They will publish thesis papers. I mean, we're talking paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, breaking down all their abilities, the pros and cons, you know, tailor the tape, you know, the reach, all of that. They'll just get super detailed. Yeah. Super detailed with it.
Yeah, the dissertations I try to just stay away from.
Oh man, I got tired of it. I got tired of it. Like I was exposed to it. Like back in the worst days of EJOBN, the versus post just took over that group. Like just took it over. Like they were everywhere, and they were the most nonsensical person. Like every other day, you saw Superman versus Goku or Batman versus Black Panther. Like dog. I mean, it was just unbelievable. It was like every other day. And of course, then you have the Spike versus posts that are just made to just such ridiculous levels.
Like Spike Eagle?
No, like we're talking like Superman 1, Superman 1, was it Superman 1 million? Superman 1, the one that was basically like stayed in the sun versus like a god like Superman versus Goku or somebody else. Dudes would still find a way. Dudes would still find a way to justify their position, and it was all fueled off of ignorance. It's like all, their position was completely fueled off of ignorance. Or right, Mike Oliver said it right there. It was Superman versus the Hulk. Dudes would pull up ridiculous feats like out of continuity, pulling like across iterations. We're talking like they pull a feat from cartoon Superman from like the 1960s when he was like moving planets and stuff like that, and justify and say, "Hey, yes, yes," and say he'd beat the Hulk because the Hulk couldn't beat Abomination up in Harlem, the live action version. Like, what are you talking about? Like, for real, yeah, dude. So Marcus Smith is like, so who's gonna message Death Battle with the idea of John Wick versus? I'm pretty sure it's on their mind. I'm pretty sure it's on their mind already. To do John Wick versus Punisher.
I take everything Death Battle does with a grain of salt. So.
No, I mean, if you look at it, they actually do their research on that shit. They don't.
No, they do. No, they really
do their fucking research.
But certain characters, they kind of just pull everything out of their ass with.
Like they did with Vader. Like they did with Vader for that one time. What was it? Was it Vader versus Batman? Oh no, Batman lasted far longer against Vader than he had any reason to.
Yeah, I think like
it should have been over immediately, and it wasn't.
And I think I've brought this up before. The main ones that I did not agree with. Number one was I didn't agree with the Batman and Iron Man one at all, and I didn't. And the one that got me was the Chun-Li versus Mai Shiranui one. That's the one that got me.
I didn't see that one.
Like, dude, they put Mai Shiranui over Chun-Li just because she was
what?
That was their reasoning because she.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's like I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with superpower beatdown at least because those at least done by votes, not what they think. So it's like he's like, you know what? I'll watch Death Battle every now and then, but it's like some outcomes I really don't agree with.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's definitely like a flip of a coin with Death Battle. So it's just like
yeah, I don't yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. But
they
no,
probably didn't believe the Goku versus Superman stuff in there either. I still think Superman. When I was young, I thought Goku could beat Superman. I don't think that now.
See, but this is the thing, though. With the, like,
careful now.
I think it was either the first or the second fight, but it's like they were combining like post-crisis Superman with pre-crisis with the most recent Superman, and it's like, but those are three different eras of Superman. You can't just combine all of that into one character. Like, that's automatically going to give him an edge over Goku. Like,
Sam Champion came up with the ultimate one. He says, remember that one versus post of EJOBN where some dude put up Batman versus Galactus and the bat stands went crazy and figured out some way to make Batman beat Galactus, dog. It was out of control. It was absolutely out of control.
The Hellbat armor. I'm like,
yes, it was absolutely out of control. It was some of the most ridiculous stuff I had ever read. I was like, you dudes are out of your mind. It's like you dudes are really out of your mind. They're like literally Batman. Like that's where I started to really start to hate Batman the most, was because of that group and seeing all those versus posts. Like Prep Time is like the most evil thing ever. With Batman, with Prep can beat anybody. Dude, it still makes me mad.
It's like, no, like just stop it. Like at
it
this point,
still makes me mad. God.
But it's like you can't really like always blame the stands. You have to blame the writers for doing it to Batman. Like, cause they've been
you
Batman
do.
Up like the last decade.
All the times that he's beaten Superman, like all the times that he's beaten Superman because of plot armor, is just gassed this dude up to ridiculous levels. Like when Deathstroke first showed up, he handed Bruce his ass. He did. He handed Bruce his ass. Like it wasn't like, oh, Batman was pulling his weight. No, Deathstroke beat his ass. Like it wasn't even close. And like dudes, like they got selective memory with that. They do. They forget that they beloved Batman gets beat up all the time by a lot of his people. Like it's just.
And you'll like have some that like will kind of admit it, but won't admit to the fact that they like Batman all types of plot armor in every situation. It's like, come on, like you have to admit that like they center a lot of stuff around Batman. Ridiculous. It's like, come on, like it. You can't say they do one without the other. It's like, dude, they put Batman over everybody, baby. Everybody that are essentially gods among their own people, let alone human beings, like have this whole like. It was to a point. I remember once I was in a post, and it was the funniest thing ever. Buddy literally came on the post and told me that Batman was stronger than Captain America.
Oh, stop it!
I swear, I read it with my own eyes. Like, I am not making this up. And it was just like, Buddy started pulling scans about him, like about how much he can bench and squat and shit. I'm like,
oh my God.
Like, Cap can do all of that like 3 or 4 times as much. What do you mean?
Like, do you not understand? This man is a super soldier. Batman may be peak human. Captain America is beyond that. Sorry, he's beyond that. Oh no. But Maurice Baker brings up a good one, right? He says the craziest responses in a versus battle this year for him has been somebody in a Dragon Ball Facebook group said Jiren versus Broly, who gonna win? Oh my God. I can only imagine. I can only imagine the kids that grew up with Broly and like watching like movie 9, watching Broly just completely destroy the Z Warriors. And then you got dudes that watch Dragon Ball like recently and have only seen Jiren just wrecking shop. I can only imagine how crazy that must have been. Because dude, like I always say, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Like for real, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. It will play tricks on you all the time. Like it will make you, if you were a kid and that was the first time you were exposed to anything awesome, you will think nothing else can beat it ever, ever, ever. Like, you know, my childhood love of Superman, the movie, 1978 Superman, the movie, I still hold that up as like the greatest, you know, Superman movie of all time. I'm sure there's other movies that have been better, but to me, that's always been, you know, the best Superman movie ever. I mean, like from the acting to the music to everything, it's the best. But I'm sure other people will say, oh, well, you know, no, it really wasn't all that good. I'm like, dude, you crazy. But again, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. It is. It's a hell of a drug. It is.
So. Very much so.
Yeah, it is a hell of a drug. So, you know, we had another topic I wanted to go over, but the person that I wanted to be on the show, because it is her topic, I kind of wanted to go over it with her on the show. So I'm going to save it for her. But, you know, the topic was, you know, let's recap, or let's recast. Let's cast a Super Mario Brothers film. You know, and honestly, before we even get into that, I want to go over it with you guys and everybody in the chat. Like, if we were to cast a Super Mario Brothers movie, right? You know what? Screw it. Let's go ahead. Let's screw it. So, you know, we're gonna open up the Junkies fantasy casting couch. No UV light needed. There's not gonna be any, you know, hidden, you know, stains or anything on the couches or anything like that. It's gonna be straight up, you know, honestly straightforward. So first thing, let's set the stage. We're casting a Super Mario Brothers movie. When you think of Super Mario Brothers, you think video game. We all remember, well, most of us remember, hopefully none of you millennial babies have ever been exposed to that absolutely terrible Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo Super Mario Brothers film. But if you have, you know, I'll say a prayer for you. But if you haven't, you ain't missed nothing. So do we want this thing to be a live action film or a CG film? Let's first set that stage, and then we can see whether we need to go off of looks or just off of voices. So let's go ahead and hit it. What do you guys think? Should we do a live action Super Mario Brothers movie or a CG Super Mario Brothers movie?
CG. But if you're gonna cast something, you gotta. I mean, it's for shits and giggles. It's a live action. You know, I mean. That's kind of how we had it before. But,
I mean, think about it. You think there's any
CG,
way?
I mean, you could pick anybody. CG do a voice. They're probably gonna try to sound.
Yeah, that's
like
what I mean.
Huh?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I mean, a voice. You know, not everybody's gonna actually have a look, like a good look, to be Mario. I mean, that's gonna be really hard. And like, cause you know us, if we're junkies, and this is our fantasy casting couch, obviously, we're gonna. No, obviously we're gonna go for as close to authentic as we can get because it's us. Of course, that's what we're gonna do. So if it's live action, we have to get as close to authentic as we can get. Who in the world do you know looks like Mario right now? That's in
makeup can make somebody look.
Exactly. You have to put you Zac Efron in the fast suit. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Zac?
Danny DeVito.
Yes, yes, and you know he too long in the tooth to do it. You know he too long in the tooth. Ain't no way. Sharita Jackson is like Jack Black is Mark. Hey,
okay,
hey,
I can see Jack Black.
Okay, yeah. I can see that.
I can see that too.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so you know, so there is some, you know, some people are saying CG, some people are saying live action. I don't know. Jack Black is Mario. I'm kind of feeling it, man. We might have to roll with this live action thing. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, we might.
Zac Efron is Luigi. No.
Oh man, no. It would have to be what's his name. It have to be what's his name that started in 100 BC with him.
Oh, get out of here, Mike Cera.
Michael Cera. Yeah, Michael Cera. He'd have to be Luigi. I mean, if you're gonna do it right, right? Or either you're gonna do Jack Black or you're gonna do Seth Rogen. You know, somebody like that. You know, maybe
Seth Rogen as Luigi.
Is Seth Rogen? It's Seth Rogen as Mario. Yeah. So here's the other thing: if we're gonna do a live action Super Mario Brothers, are we gonna bother with all the extraneous characters like Waluigi or the three princesses, or you know, like Rosalina, Peach, and Rosalina and Daisy and Peach? You know, are we gonna do all of the princesses? Or are we gonna just do like a straight generic original Super Mario Brothers, like first meeting Bowser, first meeting Toad, first meeting Princess Peach, that type of thing? Is that what we're going with here? We're the producers.
I think we should just limit it to just Daisy.
Make it like Donkey Kong.
Right.
Okay, so if we're going off of that premise, and we're starting with Mario being in the real world, and he ends up going to the dad from A Quiet Place as Luigi. What, John Krasinski? No, that wasn't John. Was that John Krasinski?
I mean, the dude that was in The Office?
Yeah. The guy that's playing as Jack Ryan on
I don't see him as Luigi.
Some people are saying
Honestly,
him.
I think I could.
Honestly, I could. Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith with jokes.
He's tall. He's kind of unassuming looking.
Yo.
You know?
Michael. No, Marcus Smith with playing jokes. He says Will Smith as Luigi. Yeah, that's hilarious. No, so we're gonna keep it basic. Some people said Sharita Jackson said James Franco as Luigi. I can see that. I can see that, especially based off of Pineapple Express. I can see it. That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
Be Luigi with the mustache.
Oh yeah. Luigi with the mustache. Gotta have a stash. Gotta have a stash.
Luigi.
Yeah, it's gotta have a stash. So all right. So are we settled? Who do we got as Mario? Do we got? I think the voice. I think that we had Jack Black. We had Seth Rogen, or Jim Halpert, or no, we're saying Luigi's Jim Halpert. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have to rewind, guys. So first of all, so for Mario, do we want? Let's make a vote. Mario, Jack Black, or Seth Rogen. Let's let the junkies decide.
Jack Black, 100%.
So everybody. So the panel says Jack Black. What do you guys out there say? You know, is it going to be Jack Black or Seth Rogen? I mean, honestly, Seth Rogen is not really that good of an actor. I've never really liked him in anything, so that's just me. Oh, Sharita Jackson has got to be my favorite. So yeah, we're gonna roll with that. I'm gonna bring that up in a minute. Jack Black seems to be winning it. So okay, so Jack Black is gonna be Mario in our recast. Luigi, do we say we wanted John Krasinski, Michael Cera, or who's the one I said? I said James Franco. Sharita Jackson said James Franco. James Franco, John Krasinski, or Michael Cera. What do we think? Honestly, my pick's on Michael Cera because honestly, I think those two together would just be hilarious. They would.
That's toughy because like I can't. I mean, if they do him like that, it's gonna be like how John Leguizamo, because like Luigi has this stereotype of being like underneath his brother's thumb. And John Leguizamo definitely wasn't, and I don't think John Krasinski would be either. He wouldn't.
I don't think he would be either.
Type of Luigi.
Yeah, I don't think he would be either. But James Franco could do it. Jack Black and James Franco could be comedic gold. I think. Jack Black and James Franco could be comedic gold. I think that could be pretty good. We got 2 votes for James Franco, 1 vote for Michael Cera, 2 votes for Michael Cera. Excuse me, my bad. And yes, Tony Young, Lady Sharita is batting 1,000 today. She is. She's hitting it out of the park today. I'm glad you could join. Man, girl, you should. She said I've thought about this a lot since 2000. Since 2000. All right.
I'll take that bet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Tony Young getting ahead of ourselves. So we're kind of deadlocked. We got James Franco, 2 for James Franco, 2 for Michael Cera. So I might have to let the panel. Sam Champion said gotta go full weird with the character. So Michael Cera. So that's 3 for Michael Cera. So obviously, so Michael Cera is gonna be Luigi. So Jack Black is Mario. Michael Cera is Luigi. That's a pretty good one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna skip over Toad. We're not gonna, Toad is like such a secondary character. Who cares? So let's go ahead and cast the princess. Now, Sharita Jackson said Ariana Grande as Princess Peach. I love that. I absolutely love that pick. I do. I do.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande is Princess Peach. No, Peach.
Peach, the blonde one.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have one in there then, right?
No, Peach and Daisy.
You have Peach and Daisy gonna be fighting over each other?
No. No. One for Mario, 1 for Luigi.
Talking about Luigi got them both, man. What are you talking about? We do know that Luigi did bang Peach because according to
wait a minute.
Super Mario Galaxy, Rosalina is Luigi's daughter.
What?
And Peach is their mom.
What?
Yeah, you can go look at that game theory, dude.
What? Game theory.
Look it up.
What?
Look it up, game theory, and look it up. Super Mario Galaxy.
All right.
Some stuff. He just pulls all the stuff from the video.
All right. I'm gonna pull this up. All right.
Rosalina's mom.
Dad. All right. I'm gonna pull this up. All right. Rosalina is.
I ain't looking that up.
Rosalina is Luigi's daughter.
Fiction.
From Game Theory. Is Rosalind there is okay, first of all, it's clear to me the Princess Peach is the mother and the father is a Mario brother. Some people put out just like there is absolutely no evidence of this. But lack of the first piece of evidence is that her mom has blonde hair and earrings, which is entirely coincidence. Next piece is that her home castle has 3 tall spires. You know, Peach's castles look nothing like that in Mario. Man, dude, dog. I'm sorry. I can't subscribe to this. I can't subscribe to this. I can't subscribe. I will take my time to watch it. I can't subscribe to this. I can't subscribe to that.
Luigi is that deal. He's freaking like.
And Sharita Jackson is like. Sharita Jackson, oh my girl, she all over it. She's like, no, you got to watch all the episodes. He proves she's not. She's not.
Oh, is there more? Because all the ones I saw, in Game Theory said that. That's Luigi's daughter.
Fake news.
I'm gonna have to look at.
You are fake news.
Fiction, sir.
You are fake news. You know, fake news. You are fake news.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Like right now, I'm nominating. Like I kind of like as far as anyone else for Peach. Like I kind of low key want to nominate Emma Stone.
Let's see. Okay, Emma Stone. Okay, we'll hold on that. So a lot of people have pretty much just said Ariana Grande as Princess Peach. They love it. So Ariana Grande is in. They're good. Now for Daisy. A lot of people are saying Demi Lovato, and Demi Lovato is Daisy. I could get with that. I can get with that. That'd be pretty dope. That'd be pretty dope. I think Demi Lovato is as Princess Peach. What do we guys think?
I don't know who that is.
You don't? Okay, I'll forgive you. You don't really pay attention like that. Okay, I get it. That I just don't understand.
That is blasphemous.
Make video games.
Yeah. No, she doesn't make.
So who is that?
She's a pop singer.
What is that? I don't know what that is. Pop singer.
Oh my god!
What is this pop singer?
Mike Oliver's like, where did you get that? Yeah, no, man. Come on, man. Come on, get with the times, man. I know you old, but man, you ain't that old. Come on, man.
I seriously don't know who this Demi Lovato.
Okay, well, do a web search. Do a web search for Demi Lovato.
Like a natural redhead.
Okay, so do you listen to the music on the radio?
No.
All right.
I have a phone. My phone has Bluetooth in it. My phone has Google Music, which I subscribe to, and I get the music. It's all out there. So
okay. Did you happen to watch the Mayweather McGregor fight?
No. The hell was that?
This is so.
Is that a video game?
Oh, stop it! No, never mind. I'm not gonna.
Holy nightmare!
I'm just not even gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother with this anymore. Okay, so a lot of people are saying, Sam Champion thinks Demi Lovato could do it. She was engaged to Pumpkin Eye Boy. Mike Oliver, that does not help him at all.
Pumpkin Eye Boy?
That doesn't help him at all.
Pumpkin Eye Boy?
That doesn't help him at all. Absolutely. It doesn't help.
Pumpkin Eye Boy?
It doesn't help him at all.
The dumbest name. Oh my god! I sound like old ass man. What the?
Yes, you do. Yeah, you really do. You do sound like old ass man.
Boy.
You really do.
She's a boy.
Look. Sharita Jackson saying she's another Disney kid. That's not gonna make any difference to him. He won't.
I ain't watched the Disney Channel since 1990. I have no idea what the hell these people are.
Yeah,
I remember Fred and Mueva and the Musketeers.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, you remember the party? Remember them? Albert, Rocky. No?
You can stop now. You can stop now. You can stop now. You can stop.
Nobody even came up underneath that.
Yeah,
you
no,
spell pumpkin like a normal person.
No, you can stop now. Just stop. Just stop. So, Demi Lovato and Ariana Grande are going to be the two princesses. Now for Bowser. Who said? Sharita Jackson said Josh Brolin as Bowser. Josh Brolin's been damn near everybody already. Why not be Bowser? He's been Thanos. He's been Cable too. So you might as well just be Bowser. Might as well.
The Rock is Bowser.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way. No.
Oh wow.
That would be fun.
Eddie Johnson's like, did you miss our take on Punisher season 2? Yes, you did. It's back. If you go to our YouTube, you can actually do the live DVR. You can roll back and watch the replay of us talking about season 2 of Punisher. This is about 20 minutes ago. Someone said Vin Diesel as Bowser. I don't know. I don't know. Now is Bowser going to be a live action too, or is he going to be CG? I mean, because whenever you mix live action and CG like that, I mean, you might end up like with a bad thing like that terrible Sonic the Hedgehog live action that we're about to be foisted upon us.
It may not be terrible. It might be good.
Dude, that's gonna be terrible.
See, look,
it's gonna be terrible.
I'm not
running around at the speed of sound.
I'm going into that movie with caution. The only bright light I see so far is Jim Carrey is in, but other than that, I am very cautious about that one.
Look, man,
as far as Bowser,
this dude Mike Oliver gonna put Will Smith in everything.
Like a random funny one. I vote Terry Crews. I honestly think that would comedically work.
I do it.
Yo, I kind of like it.
I do it.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Bowser's Terry Crews. Mike Oliver, that fool is gonna put Will Smith in everything. So he said Will Smith is Bowser. I don't know. This is all I gotta say to you, Mike Oliver.
Are you crazy? Is that your problem?
I mean, really? I
need to play multiple characters.
No, he does not.
Like he could do something like really like offshoot, like a power up star or something.
Mm-hmm.
I just leave it at that. Like,
yeah. Terry Crews, Sharita Jackson is on board with Terry Crews. Tony Young seems to be on board with Terry Crews. Marcus Smith, Ving Rhames is Bowser. Can you imagine his voice? Can you imagine Ving Rhames as Bowser? Like, for real?
Oh, God. I mean,
like Ving Rhames is Bowser.
But it's like I can see it, but at the same time, I don't know.
Ving Rhames is Bowser, dude. No way.
Whoa.
That would just be wild. Ving Rhames is Bowser. Oh man, I don't know, but a lot of people, the Terry Crews seems to be winning the day. So I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one, man. That is a tough one. So what do you say? It seems to be between either Ving Rhames or Terry Crews. So what does everybody say? What do you say? Between Ving Rhames and Terry Crews, what do you say?
Terry Crews, I think, would be funnier if they don't make it serious.
There's a Super Mario Brother movie being serious. Come on now. I think they made that
the role because, I have a feeling that Jim Carrey is going to put his foot in this because he put his foot in everything. If you know what I'm talking about.
Being Dr. Eggman.
Oh yeah, he put his ankle in it. So he takes it fucking serious, his role.
I mean, it'd be interesting seeing him pop up as a rotund evil mad scientist. That's gonna be.
Hey. Okay, so so a lot of people are saying Terry Crews, right? Everybody says Terry Crews, so Terry Crews can be Bowser. Fine. So we move on to Toad. Sharita Jackson says Toad is important to the story, it's just not the gameplay. But how about Kevin Hart as Toad?
That would be annoying.
Isn't that the point?
I don't know. Toad doesn't always seem like he's an annoying person. He's just because they're all toads. That's another thing. There's a shit ton of toads.
Yeah, like a bunch of Kevin Hart.
We already know there's a bunch of toads. You got Captain Toad. You got Toadette. You got a whole bunch of. He would be a little bit annoying.
Oh, Tony Young. Did y'all read what Tony Young said in the comments on Ving? Said Ving Rhames, there's butter and then there's bread, dumbass plumbers. I can just see Ving Rhames being, oh my God, that would be hilarious.
I can't.
That's
like,
hilarious.
I can, but I can't.
Hey, you know what? Wolverine Solid X is over there on YouTube, right? He says Debo. He says Debo. He says Debo is Bowser. Debo is Bowser. Now, I can see that, and that'd be pretty funny. I don't know. That would be pretty funny, but I don't know. But a lot of people are thinking that Kevin Hart would be very good as Toad. I mean, he's short enough. That would be great. I think he'd be short enough, and I think that would be pretty awesome if he was Bowser. I mean, if he was Toad, but Debo is Bowser, that would be hilarious. I have to admit, that would be funny. But I don't know if that would work. A lot of people ain't going for it though. So what do we say? Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. Somebody said Danny McBride as Toad.
Wait. Oh yeah.
I can see that.
I can see that. That's kind of.
I can see that.
It's kind of somewhat in the same.
Peter,
hey, but does he have to wear the Toad hat though? If he's got to wear the Toad hat. Does he got to shave the mustache, or can he keep the mustache and goatee? No, better yet, can he be mullet? Can he be mullet Toad? Danny McBride with the mullet like he was on what's it called? What was that show on HBO? Eastbound and Down. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how that works.
He definitely tried to steal the show.
But he's definitely could be a show stealer though. I could see, like, for real though, like it's Toad. That would be.
Sharita Jackson says Aziz Ansari as Toad.
Like
Peter Dinklage is Toad. Make him all dignified and.
There you go.
There you go. Like the hand. What do they call those people that part of the that take care of all the royalties? What you call it? And just keep them all, keep them dignified.
Oh, so he's supposed to be the vizier, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. Danny McBride or Kevin Hart or Peter Dinklage as Toad. What does all the junkies out there say? So we got one person. Got one person on YouTube that can vote. We got a couple people here on Facebook that can vote. What do you guys say?
Peter Dinklage. That's my vote.
I'm partial to Danny. I'm partial to Danny.
Danny's too tall. Unless they're going to use some.
I mean, they kind of have to because even Kevin Hart's not that.
Yeah. So Peter Dinklage. Sharita Jackson says Peter Dinklage. What does everybody else say?
No, not Danny. Danny boy.
Look, it's gonna be Pete.
Danny boy.
Everybody likes Peter.
Tony Young says more Dinklage the better. Sam Champion says Danny. Marcus Smith says Peter Dinklage. Still waiting on a few others. But it looks like it's going to be Peter Dinklage. So who else do we have to cast? So who else do we have to cast as a character in a Super Mario Brother live action movie?
You already got Mario, Luigi, Princess, and Bowser. That's basically it. Because the whole thing is.
I know, but we have to.
Trying to throw in the Koopa Kids. If you're trying to throw in
Yoshi. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do all that. Well, maybe Yoshi, but Yoshi could be completely CG and he won't have to talk anyway. So, it won't matter. It won't matter about him. So, what other second? Mike Oliver says Wesley Snipes is Toad. You need to get out, dog. you need to get out of here, dog. You need to go and get out of here, dog. Because that's just ridiculous.
I don't know what other secondary characters we could throw in there. Like, those are usually the main ones.
Right. I'm trying to think of what other secondary ones that we could throw in there too. I can't think of any. Honestly,
that's pretty much like the core. That's like the core 5.
that's
really.
yeah, that's the core 5 of the original. I mean, and we're keeping it simple, so we can't really throw in Wario. We can't throw in Waluigi unless we want to, talk about. I mean, because honestly, if you think about it, Wario and Waluigi will just be the dark half of who's already playing Mario and of playing Mario and Luigi anyway. So, I mean, there's no extra casting necessarily needed there. Sharita Jackson saying Rosalina, but again, we're trying to keep this as simple as possible. Are we going to throw in, the other princess in there? Just for shits and giggles, or what? I mean, you don't want to make this thing. I mean, we got to leave room for a sequel, right?
Yeah, I say leave room for a sequel.
Oh, you know what? Wolverine Solid X over on YouTube says the Hammer Brothers. I'll allow it. Like, who could be the who could be the Hammer Brothers? Who could be the Hammer Brothers? Now, if he was young, I would put Arnold as a Hammer Brother.
Rock.
Maybe, you know what? Honestly, if they were both young, I would put Arnold Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno as the Hammer Brothers. Just like make them as stereotypical, like muscle bound, idiot dudes that are just throwing hammers. Or Hans or Franz from SNL, like just like I want to pump you up or something like that. I don't know.
I'll make it Sheamus and Cesaro as the Hammer Brothers.
Sheamus and Cesaro. Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
They both got the whole European thing going, and it's like I can see that.
Yeah.
Cesaro and Sheamus, I vote that.
I wonder. This has actually been pretty fun. John Cena and Bautista as the Hammers. Keep John Cena away from any live action film, because he seems to be
John Cena's about to be the next Captain America.
No, dude, shut up. I don't even want to hear that. Because man, anytime John Cena seems to get anywhere near a film, that boy just bombs. Unless we're talking, I mean, like literally, you think about it, right? What was that one movie he was in? He was in that one movie with what's her face, Amy Schumer.
I thought that movie was hilarious, dude.
Some people didn't think that was very good, so there's
that movie
that.
was fucking funny as shit.
Yeah.
He was talking about, and when he was in the movie theater, and how says, "Why don't you shut up, Mark Wahlberg?" He's like, "I look like Mark Wahlberg ate Mark Wahlberg or some shit like that." He had me dying in that movie. I was laughing. I ain't got a headache. I was laughing so damn hard.
Yeah. So and you think about Blockers. Blockers was another one that
Blockers. That was like. That just seemed like something that would have come out in the early 2000s.
Right. And then you got Bumblebee, which also kind of said, it wasn't very good. So
it go there to see Cena, then went there to see Bumblebee.
Well, I mean, but look, anytime you see Cena, this is all you think.
It's a trap.
Like literally, that's it. That's all you think.
Yeah. It's just about like any live, pretty much any live action movie, and then average.
Right.
So it's just like, he's not a box office draw. He's not.
No, he's not.
Not the Rock.
He's not the Rock.
No, he's not the Rock. There's very few people that are the Rock.
He's better than Hulk Hogan.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, that might be debatable, man. That might be debatable, man. Because Hogan had the charisma back in the day.
Let's be real. As bad as Suburban Commando, No Holds Barred, and Mr. Nanny is.
Yo, man, No Holds Barred is a cult classic, dude.
Anything Cena has done, okay?
Right. I mean, dude, No Holds Barred is still a cult classic because it was just Hulk Hogan just hamming it up like crazy. And then the dude that was playing the evil TV executive, his faces just made me laugh all the time.
Dookie.
Yes, man. I mean, dog. Dog. Come on, dog. I mean, just the whole thing. The whole thing was just so overacted. I could still watch it because it's so bad, but it's. I can't help but watch it. It was. Can't help it. And then of course, big old Zeus, slash Debo being up in there. It was just, I mean, it was just great, dude. It was just great. I mean, honestly, we know Hulk Hogan has, been on the outs with, you know, a lot of people in the black wrestling community anyway. But you know, we still have fond memories of Hulk Hogan from back in the day, and you know, you can't take that away from him, no matter what, you know, happens when you slip up. But anyway, so let's revisit. Let's revisit all of our picks for the Super Mario Brothers movie. We principally picked Jack Black as Mario. We picked Michael Cera as Luigi. We picked Ariana Grande as Princess Peach. We picked Demi Lovato as Princess Daisy. We picked Terry Crews as Bowser. And did we settle on Toad? Oh yeah, Tinkle. Peter Dinklage is Toad. And I don't think I mean, I think that would be great. And I think we said everybody else would kind of just end up being kind of secondary characters that we'd end up, you know, maybe listening to or watching later or whatever have you. So I mean, but you know, it's been a really good show, and that was really fun. Honestly, that was a lot more fun. I don't know why we put it off as long as we did, but you know, we did. What it is, whatever. But it's been a lot of fun. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's after 10 o'clock. We hope we helped you guys wind down. Look, Dado Cucci's ready to go to sleep now. He's yawning already.
I'm tired,
you know,
yawning.
Yeah. He's an old man. He's an old man. He needs to get to bed. He needs to get to bed. So, you know.
I gotta catch my 40 winks.
Right. So, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And we're going to be back next week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time, with the next show of Culture Junkies Live. If you are not following us yet on YouTube or on Facebook, please do so right now. Tell all your friends about us. Share this show after it's over when it's up on the Facebook fan page, and tell all your friends about us. You know, because you know we have as you can see, we're probably one of the better geek live broadcast talk shows. We get everybody involved, and we just have a really good fun time. And it's a good way to wind down your day after a long day's work. So we love entertaining you, and we'll be back next week. So with my friends Dado Kuji, GQ, and Fallen Marvel, I'm Kishiro. We'll see you guys next week. We hope you have a safe one out there. If you happen to be fighting the nature, you know, stay safe out there on the roads, because it is very treacherous out there.
Yes, sub-zero temperature.
Yeah, it is. So anyway, guys, we'll see you guys later. Have a good night now.
Sub-zero.
Peace out.
Take care now. Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero wins.